And now this, Michael Cohen's former legal advisor, Bob Costello, appearing for 2 hours before a Manhattan grand jury yesterday. Costello defending former President Trump, telling reporters that Cohen cannot be trusted. Watch this.
I've listened to Michael Cohen stand in front of the courthouse and say things that are directly contrary to what he said to us. My obligation is to bring the truth to both the district attorney and to Trump's lawyers. That's exactly what I did. If they want to go after Donald Trump and they have solid evidence, so be it. But Michael Cohen is far from solid evidence. Lie, cheat, steal, shoot somebody, whatever it takes, I'm not going to jail. Well, he went to jail, and now he's on the revenge tour.
All right, the plot thickens. Joining me now is former U.S. Attorney and Prosecutor Guy Lewis. Great to see you, Guy. Thanks very much for weighing in here. What's your reaction to this latest development with Bob Costello?
Good morning, Maria. Boy, it tells me that what I've always said, prosecution and politics simply do not mix. Clearly, Costello's come forward as a result of the Trump lawyers offering this testimony. They apparently gave the ex-president a chance to come forward and testify before the grand jury. And of course, like anyone would do, he declined it because the process, in my view, just is so unfair.
Well, I think this is a great point that you make. Politics and policy and prosecution do not mix, unfortunately. Politics is running through every agency. This hatred for Trump is driving decisions. Where does this go now?
So if we take a step back, I mean, this is a case that originated, I mean, if you believe Stormy Daniels, an encounter occurred in 2006. The allegations started to rise in 2016. The payment occurred sometime around the presidential campaign. And nothing illegal about trying to keep these allegations out of the news when the president's running. The U.S. Attorney's Office has passed on this case. The FEC has passed on this case. And now we've got a runaway district attorney who's promised in his campaign to prosecute Donald Trump. Completely, totally unfair.
Yeah, and meanwhile, we've got it all on tape talking about politics. While he was running for Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg was bragging and campaigning as the man who can take down former President Trump. Watch this video. This is from just 2 years ago. Watch.
I'm the candidate in the race who has the experience with Donald Trump. I was the chief deputy in the Attorney General's office. We sued the Trump administration over 100 times. I know how to litigate with him.
He's the guy to take down Trump, Guy.
I got to tell you, Maria, how can this guy not recuse himself? How can he stand before the public while he's declining violent crime cases that really matter, and prosecute the ex-president of the United States? And then the icing on the cake to me is when we found out yesterday that his office won't allow, if he is indicted, and he will be if they ask the grand jury to do it, if he is indicted, that his office will not allow the president to appear virtually, which I'm doing, by the way, in my practice all over the country still. Yeah. So just clearly it smacks of politics, and it's wholly unfair.
Yeah, well, we'll be watching it. Guy, it's great to see you. Thanks very much. I'll tell you, you cannot write this stuff.